Yo, what's up? Ogechi, Aghaji, aka Oaghaji here with another review for y'all. Niggas and niggerettes, dudes and dudettes, and ladies and gents. Now, before I begin this review, I just want to let y'all know, as usual, excuse me, I almost messed up there, that if y'all hear any background noises and whatnot, that is my family. Sorry about that, being tongue-tied. Um, Anyways, even though it's quiet right now, I just want to give y'all the heads up just in case, because you know how my family is in this small house we got. With that out of the way, let's begin this review. Now, today's review is going to be on the 1979 Hong Kong kung fu comedy film classic from the Shaw Brothers Studios, The Reckless Cricket. And I have the notes of this film written down in terms of the cast and crew, as well as the synopsis of the film, or the short synopsis of the film, because I don't want to spoil it for y'all. It stars Choi, Choi Ling, Lee, Bruce Tong, Andy Sun, Gam-Loi, Gong-Do, Wong Tong, directed by Ku Chin Hong. Fight choreographers Choi or Hsia in Mandarin, Wong Tong, and Andy Sun Gam-Loi. Like I said earlier. The screenwriter is Sze-To, producer Sir Run Shaw, and as usual, the production company is Shaw Brothers. Now, I'm going to read this synopsis I have written down in these notes right here as best as I can. So here goes, y'all. Cricket is bamboozled by a con artist while trying to learn kung fu to impress his father-in-law and marry his girlfriend, but his stubborn refusal to give up helps him succeed. And that's pretty much the plot of the film, you know what I'm saying? There's a little bit more to it, but it leans towards like the comedy and whatnot, and I'll talk about that right now. And I don't want to give too much away because, spoilers. The story, pretty straightforward and to the point, but it's pretty fun, you know what I'm saying? It's also a parody of a lot of the kung fu film tropes that were very popular in Hong Kong and Taiwan at the time, you know what I'm saying, back in the 1970s, you know what I'm saying? And y'all can tell it's, banking, it's milking on it's catching up to the popularity of Jackie Chan's Snake and Eagle Shadow and Drunken Master. No, that's not the right word. No, the right word I want to use, it capitalizes on the popularity of the Jackie Chan classics from seasonal films, Snake and Eagle Shadow and Drunken Master, directed by the awesome Yu Ping, you know what I'm saying, and produced by Si-Yun. It definitely capitalized that as well as the other kung fu comedy films at the time as well, especially from Golden Harvest as well, directed by Sammo Hung. You know what I'm saying? Hong Kwok-Choi did a fantastic job playing cricket. You know what I'm saying? Yao Choi Ling did a fantastic job in playing the girlfriend, Chu. You know what I'm saying? Also like Gong-Do, Andy Sun Gam-Loi, and Bruce Tong. And who else? Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, Wong Tong. Yeah, I almost forgot about him. Wong Tong. They did a fantastic job in playing his main adversaries that, at first, defeated him and whooped his ass. But and once he learned some real kung fu, he was able to get the best of them. But you know what I'm saying? But again, he had to go through a lot of the con artists, you know what I'm saying? But later on, he will find a real kung fu master that teaches some real kung fu, played by the awesome Lieh of King Boxer fame, 36 Chamber Shaolin fame, Clown of the White Lotus, Mad Monkey Kung Fu, let's see, and many, Fatal Fists and Fatal Needles and Fatal Fists, and many other classics, you know what I'm saying? All the other cast members, you know what I'm saying, including the kids, also did a fantastic job in their roles, you know what I'm saying? And the comedy is pretty good, you know what I'm saying? And, comedy is subjective, as y'all know. Humor is in the eye of the beholder, right? But in my opinion, the comedy definitely top notch. And it does a good job in parodying the kung fu film tropes without being malicious and whatnot. You feel me? Which is cool. I definitely like that. So yeah, the story, characters, acting, and the comedy get a 5 out of 5 in my opinion. The action is pretty dope, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's some awesome classic kung fu, you know what I'm saying? Especially with the unique movie kung fu style, which is the cricket style of kung fu. Now, I can't say for sure that it's a real kung fu style and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? It looks pretty good on film, that I can definitely say, you know. Choi Ha, Addy, some Gam-Loi, and Wong Tong did a fantastic job in choreographing the fights, you know what I'm saying? So she'll bring us that old school kung fu goodness and bring some unique styles like the dragon, the snake style, and all that stuff is cool. You know what I'm saying? And it's just amazing. And Bruce Tong, you know, awesome as always with the kung fu action that he just plays, you know, as one of the main villains that Choi faces, you know, early in the film. Yeah, the fight scene, you know, the final fight in the end, awesome Hong Kong kung fu comedy goodness from the 1970s, especially from the late 1970s, you know what I'm saying? The fights, very well choreographed, very well shot, very well edited, and very well lit, you know what I'm saying? And the film as a whole was shot and edited and lit very well too. Especially mostly in location in the Shaw Brothers Studios, you know what I'm saying, you know, but as well as the real outdoor, you know, locations too, probably in the new territories. I can't say for sure. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below if I'm wrong, but yeah, the music is pretty good too. You know, it obviously it uses like library music as well as classical Chinese music as well. You know what I'm saying? It's a combination of the two, and the combination is utilized pretty well, I can definitely say, you know what I'm saying? So, the action, cinematography, editing, lighting, and the music get a 5 out of 5. Overall, The Reckless Cricket is an awesome 1979 Hong Kong kung fu comedy film classic from Shaw Brothers. I definitely recommend y'all checking this out, you know what I'm saying? Especially for Choi, who is you know, probably one of my favorites, you know what I'm saying? Especially for his supporting roles in these films. Especially with the late, great Bruce Lung Su Long, you know what I'm saying, of Kung Fu Hustle fame, legendary Kwok fame, and many, many other classics in Hong Kong and Taiwan and whatnot. So, yeah, this film gets a 4.5 out of 5. Or I would appropriately would say, with my hood slang, a 4.5 out of 5. Yeah, a 4.5 out of 5. Hopefully y'all enjoy this review, despite some hiccups here and there. I apologize to y'all on that. You feel me? Yeah, let me know what y'all think about The Reckless Cricket in the comments below if y'all watch it already. If y'all like this video, y'all can hit that like button and share it. Subscribe to the channel if y'all enjoy this type of content. Y'all can also follow me on my other social media accounts, as always. And stay tuned for more reviews and more reviews along the way. With all that said, it's your boy, Ogechi Aghaji, a.k.a. Oaghaji, a.k.a. The Perfect Sensei, signing out. Peace.